Hello, this is Kevin with 3G Store, and today we're going to be taking a look at cellular hotspots and how you can replace them with the Max BR1 Mini. The first thing that we'll talk about is form factor. While out of the box, a hotspot is a small pocket-sized device, for running your home or office it's not really ideal. In this small form factor, you don't have any Ethernet ports, meaning wired devices have no way to connect without an extra device. That extra device is the form of a Wi-Fi as WAN router or a router that can tether over the USB connection. So your small device now becomes significantly larger and you have multiple points of failure. The Max BR1 Mini, on the other hand, is a similar size device to the hotspot, but you don't need a second device in order to make it functional for your home or office. On the front of the unit you have multiple Ethernet ports that can be used for LAN or WAN connectivity if you're using this as a failover router, and around the back you have cellular antenna ports. These are going to allow you to connect the included cellular antennas for stronger signal than the hotspot has on its own, and if you need an external antenna, you have a high quality, highly reliable screw-on connector that's going to hold up to abuse of an M2M or business environment. If you need to add a cellular antenna to a hotspot, you have to use an adapter cable. Now on the top of the cellular hotspots there's typically a antenna port, and you have to use this push-in connector in order to get the external antenna to connect. The problem here is this is not a reliable connection, and it takes just a simple bump to get this to disconnect. For a business that is relying on cellular connectivity for primary or backup purposes, this really isn't the ideal way to go. The other reason that you'd switch over from a hotspot to the Max BR1 Mini is for its all-metal enclosure. The metal enclosure will withstand any type of industrial applications, and its extreme temperature ratings will survive from below freezing to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. On the device you also have mounting brackets for installation in tight enclosures like ATM machines, kiosks, or digital signage. The biggest factor when looking at a hotspot versus a Max BR1 Mini with an embedded cellular modem is its reliability. When it comes to your backup or primary cellular solution, how reliable and how well performing do you need the device to be? The cellular modems that are inside of these hotspots are inexpensive, and they typically give you these away for free when you set up an account. That speaks a lot to the quality of the modem that's embedded here. If you're looking for long-term reliability, a hotspot really isn't the option. These were meant to be powered on for temporary use and then shut off as soon as you're done with them. If you leave these running 24/7, they have the tendency to overheat and may need occasional reboots in order to get them to reconnect. The BR1 Mini, on the other hand, is an embedded cellular router that is meant for 24/7 connectivity. Built into the router are health checks that keep the cellular connection online, so if the connection does fail, you don't need to do a truck roll out to the site or send a technician to ensure the device stays connected for you at all times. The final decision between a hotspot and the BR1 Mini is cost. Now right away you'd put a cost in the win column for the hotspot, because sometimes you get these for free or they're usually under $100. Short-term cost, the hotspot definitely wins, there's no question there. But when you start looking at the long-term costs of replacing the device, sending technicians out to the field, or lost productivity because the device is not reliable or working when you need it, this actually in the long term ends up costing significantly more money. The BR1 Mini, on the other hand, is just $299, and as a embedded cellular device that's meant to run 24/7, in the long term there's going to be less replacement costs, less truck rolls to the site for maintenance and repair, and the device is going to keep your business online in the times that you need it most. So when you look at cost, what's more important? The initial savings up front or the long-term reliability and cost savings that embedded cellular router can provide? For more information on the Max BR1 Mini, contact the experts at 3G Store or visit 3gstore.com. Thank you.